Okay, let's be real. The FRS is pretty much the main driver of why you all are here. It's what I started my whole drifting YouTube career with. And I know it looks to be in pretty rough shape, but we are well on our way to taking this car to the next level. But first, let's have a little bit of blast from the past, from when we were getting the interior painted. So the time has finally come to get the FRS painted. I'm here with David. Where'd you run off, David? Right over there. He has that Miata. And Brandon, who's doing the paint work.
How's it going?
Brake shift Brandon. What did we just do right now?
We edge primed it and then we sealed it.
Okay.
And now it's ready for base coat.
This is not too far off from the color that we're going with on the interior,
yes.
Which is,
Nardo gray.
Nardo gray. Nice.
Looks no different.
It's so nice to see all this hard work that I've been putting in, just sanding this damn car. I'm not kidding when I say I've probably spent close to 40 to 45 hours just in prep work, sitting in the garage with my AirPods on, listening to podcasts, listening to movies, just sanding my life away. And now we're finally here getting it painted. So David, when I started the video, you ran off. Come back here, boy. I wanted to tell everyone about your sick Miata. Look at this. Do you drift? Do you track it? No? No, nothing? No. David did hook it up though. He stopped by with some Chipotle, so thank you, David. Look at this. It's so nice. All one color, glossy. So we went ahead and pulled off all of the plastic and you can get a good look just how the interior looks. It is pretty sick. I think the camera doesn't really do the paint justice. It's very, very, I guess you could say shiny. Yeah, look at that. You can see it right there on the edge of the bar. Even the roof got painted and oh man, it's glossy. Looks sick. Yeah. Brandon, you killed it, man. Now I know quite a few of you are probably cringing at the fact that it was painted in an unventilated garage. We did have a fan set up, trying to just get some positive airflow. And in the grand scheme of things of getting the interior done, it did the job. And I mean, it looks great. I can't really showcase it since I have everything taped off, since I'm redoing the primer. But from what you can see, everything has been done and it is pretty solid. Shortly after getting the interior done, I had him go ahead and spray the exterior with primer. But when you're doing a car plus a body kit, front and rear bumper in a tight confined space like that, unfortunately, dust particles just got everywhere. And I have spent probably close to 50 to 60 hours trying to correct that mistake. Again, it's my fault, not Brandon's. I was the one that signed off on it. So it has no bearing on the level of quality of work that he does. If I'm really gonna stick to my guns and take this car to the next level, I'm gonna take the time to make sure that the primer coats are just about perfect. And with anything in life, to get to that next level, there's so much more time required. But we've been chugging through it and I've made decent headway. I still need to take off the over fenders and sand down the primer coat underneath. And to make matters worse, or maybe not worse, but what's gonna lengthen the timeline for all of this is I've basically decided that I'm going to paint the car. I know that might sound crazy to a lot of you, and yes, it is, but let's be real. The FRS is going to need paint. The S13 with its rear quarter panels are going to need paint. And last but not least, that crappy 350Z at the end of the driveway is going to need paint as well. That's easily 6 to 7 grand right there. So why not spend the time, the effort, and probably $2,000 in the air compressor and the guns and the lines, and learn a pretty valuable skill, and then be able to spend a little bit more attention to detail on any further imperfections that might come out of painting your own car. Don't worry, I'm gonna do the whole booth in the garage setup with the correct ventilation to make sure no dust particles get in. I did plan on, though, addressing the paint on the 350Z first and use that as my practice car, at least for, you know, the painting. This car, of course, is a Heat. I call it my daily drifter, and it sure lives up to that name. It has crown carbon crafting 50mm over fenders up front. I do have plans to get 50mm rear over fenders. You might be thinking, Alan, just keep it stock body. I do have some damage on the passenger side, you know, because I tandem this thing and I got tapped. It's no big deal. In the grand scheme of things, this car cost me $4,000 and I'm going to beat the ever-living crap out of it. So, you know, I figure if I can practice painting the front fenders, the rear fenders, and definitely the roof because the clear coat is fading and we got little rust spots forming, then I'll have the perfect amount of practice to be able to then translate what I figure out and learn from this car onto the FRS. I'm definitely biting off more than I can chew, but I'm saving money in the grand scheme of things, which, you know, everyone's trying to be frugal nowadays. And if I can learn how to paint, then the possibilities are endless. And I might even be able to make a side gig out of it. What I do know for sure though now, after learning the hard way, proper ventilation is key, as well as block sanding the body panels appropriately. Case in point, the door that I had a dent on that I tried to repair myself. I wasn't happy with the job I had done before because I didn't use a block sander to even out the dent across the curvature of the door. It's pretty spot on now. Of course, I'm gonna have to re-primer over it. But like I said, some things just, you have to learn the hard way. The FRS though is a work in progress, but I am so stoked and ready to get it all done and to show it off to all you guys. Anyways, like I have alluded in my first video back, since I've been gone for 6 months or so, I've put a lot of emphasis on my friends. And sure enough, we got one stopping by tonight. Look who it is. It's Natasha. This is definitely one of the cleanest WRX STIs that I know. So props on that.
STI.
Yes, it's not your standard WRX. Dustin Williams. Kidding. But this is sick. It looks pretty good. I mean, you got the pink wheels. What are those?
They're raised.
5.7 CR. Nice. What are your specs, bro?
Those are 18-inch wheels, 10.5 plus 12.
And how big of a tire?
I think those are 255s.
Okay. And it looks like you are wide-bodied. What kit is this?
ML24.
ML24. Nice. So in essence, I guess you could say we are wide-body brother and sister since we got the FRS here. It's not a BRZ, but it's still a Subaru at heart.
Yeah.
So, Natasha, what is this decal here? Explain this.
Well, everybody knows what a simp is.
Do you have simps?
Everybody has simps, especially if you're a car girl.
I'm not a car girl and I don't have simps.
You probably have simps, Alan.
So my good friend Michael, who you see in a lot of my videos, actually cut this for you. So I have to ask, like, do people question or like look at you weird for having that?
Oh yeah, for sure. They're like, what is a simp? I'm like, you simping over my car.
Well, first off, do you know what simp stands for?
Yes.
Okay. I think we're pretty clear. I think everyone knows what a simp is. All right, let's go for a ride. You got an access port on it, bro?
I do, bro.
So what estimated power levels do you think?
I have no idea.
260 wheel maybe?
Yeah.
Sure, we'll just go with it.
We haven't really tested it, so we put it on and we did a small boost tune, but
okay.
I haven't brought it to the shop to test
Gotcha.
out.
Okay. It's like a used car dealership here. That's what I tell everyone.
I didn't even look. Oops.
We got a red light here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, 260 wheel.
Watch out!
So I would imagine, like, you get a decent amount of people that want to race you, especially when they find out This is a girl-driven vehicle. Sims ever want to race you?
Unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah. I had guys that pulled up in a utility truck. It was like 6 guys, and they always say, "Hey, girl, you want to race?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So most guys would probably send it, but we're sitting at this red light, and as soon as it turns green, they took off in this utility truck, and I just sit there.
Oh, you left them hanging.
Yeah, I'm not entertaining them.
I guess, yeah, because if you entertain them, then they're going to look at that little Instagram handle you have on your car and slide in those DMs.
Yeah, sure.
Are you going to rob me or something? Why are we in this alley? I don't know. I'm getting out of here. Oh, geez, it's locked. Let me out! Ah! Well, now I guess I need to find a ride home.